Well, hello there, and welcome back. So this one's kind of an off the wall, kind of a random one. But I was just thinking, I've helped people get into college in the past, and in fact, yesterday I helped my buddy get into Berkeley. So here's like a really quick like overview, kind of like a tutorial thing to kind of help out any of you guys who might be looking at going into college but don't really have an idea. So I'm going to throw out some links. So there's some pretty useful things that you need to know. Um, Getting into college is usually pretty easy, so don't worry about it too hard. Just kind of make sure that you kind of have a basic understanding of like what requirements exist for you to get into the university or community college, etc. Usually it's pretty easy, like some sort of essay or in my buddy's case, he had to like uh, write a song and perform it and record it, send it to admissions, but that's kind of like a different thing. So I'm gonna have some links here, and we're gonna kind of talk about them. So um, first of all, because I can't list all of the links that you can ever have for any college, you want to kind of know what colleges you want to apply for. So that's kind of like the first step. So for here, just we're gonna focus on just one college. Okay. So most colleges will require you to take an entrance exam or to to have like an SAT or ACT score. So you can access those via the SAT or ACT website. And if that's a requirement, you'll want to be sure to run it by the college. So just call their number, etc., and run it by them to make sure that they don't need that. Otherwise, if you don't have access to them, you'll do the entrance exam, which that's kind of up to between you and the college, which typically they're not too hard. Other thing you need to do is do your FAFSA. So that's like your financial aid that is federally given. So you'll want to apply for that. And I think it is still over the age of 22, you're considered an independent. So you won't have to input your parents' stuff. But if you're below that, you might need your parents' information, etc. But you'll figure it out while you're going in there. And here's a link for that. And the links will also be in the description below. So between the ACT, the FAFSA, and then obviously your college, you'll need your college. Um, you'll need to apply. A lot of colleges, it's free to apply, but sometimes they'll have like a $75 charge or $50 charge, $25 charge for the application fee. Um, Other than that, you'll want to be sure that you can send your high school transcripts over to them. So sometimes they use a system called Parchment, etc. But you'll want to get with your high school or GED um, equivalent in order to send your transcript over to the college or university. Be sure to knock out most of that all kind of at the same time that you're applying for the school. And if you have any specific questions, you can ask them. But this is kind of like a guideline, so um, you know, general help and kind of reinforce that it's not that hard to get into college, and don't fret about it. And college isn't like anything to worry about. In fact, I like that a lot better than going to high school. I am halfway through a master's degree myself, so um, and a lot of times you won't have to pay anything out of pocket. A lot of times, so I wouldn't worry too much about finances and stuff like that either. But of course, everyone's situation is a little bit different. But especially if you nor your parents are making like a ton of money every year, you should get most, if not all, of your college paid for. And I remember going through community college, I actually got money back every semester. So, like, they gave me more money than what was needed a lot of times um, in order to help me survive and whatnot. So, if you're living on your own, um, it does kind of help supplement. the time that you're spending on college, um, versus your time having to work and stuff like that. So if you're kind of out there on your own, they do give you a little bit more, and it will help you live through college if you're living off campus, definitely. So keep that in mind that, there's a lot of benefit to it, and I wouldn't fret over it too much. And if you have any questions, there's people out there. College is usually out there willing to help. So, anyways, hope this helps.